Hello, team. Welcome back to the Mosaic Podcast. This is the place where we put the pieces of life and business, one intentional mosaic piece at a time, to create something beautiful, masterful, and extra, not so ordinary. All right, we are in the season of becoming the person you were meant to be. If you have not found the Mosaic Podcast before, you are in for a treat. We are in month 3 of the season. In month 1, we build our systems. In month 2, we build identity. And this month, we add the biggest lever available to anyone alive right now. And that is AI, artificial intelligence. And we ask one question before anyone else does, okay? We start with asking the question, does this tool amplify the systems and the identity we have already built, or does it quietly replace the thinking I was supposed to be doing myself? Right? Every episode this month answers that question from a different angle. So before we go deep into AI, if you're just joining us in month 3, you're doing yourself a disservice by skipping month 1 and month 2. So go ahead, stop this episode, start downloading month 1 and month 2. Do a binge listen. It is going to be well worth it. And then come back. Come back to month 3 of becoming the person you were meant to be season of the Mosaic Podcast. We've spent 2 months building the foundations, the systems, your identity. Now we bring in the tool that everyone is talking about and almost no one is using with any real intention. And that is the artificial intelligence. I want to say something very clearly before we go any further. AI is not going to replace intentional people. It is going to amplify them. And it is going to expose very quickly anyone who was coasting on business instead of judgment and decisions and intentional decision making. I mean, this is huge. And that is really what we are going to start today. Okay? In fact, as I was preparing for this episode, I did a little research. There's a Harvard Business School study just released in 2026, found something that complicates the doom narrative. AI is cutting roughly 17% of job postings in automation-heavy roles, while it's increasing the demand by 22% in roles built around human-AI collaboration. So it's really not simply destroying work, it is reorganizing it. Like, it is clearing out the repetitive parts of what we do and really concentrating value generation and supporting judgment and decision making, supporting relationships and decisions that require context that a model doesn't have. So here's a number that should reframe how you think about this, right? In 2026 workforce survey, 94% of people said they want AI to be a collaborative tool that assists them. not a replacement for them. So that's not fear of talking, by the way. I mean, people want to use AI to help them. And that's an accurate read of what the real leverage is and what is happening in the workplace. And I breathe it every single day. The people thriving with AI right now aren't the ones who handled it, who aren't the ones handed everything to AI. They are the ones who got very specific about what they kept for themselves and what they let AI take over. So there are really 3 steps in this process, and I want you to be very intentional and think about these action steps in this episode. Step 1. I want you to think about the friction that causes and that comes in your day in, day out work. And I want you to really identify that and hand AI the friction, but keep the judgment to yourself. Like, go back to the 3-area audit that we talked about in episode 1. Your time, your mental bandwidth, and your relationships. Pick one piece of friction this week that's something repetitive, like doesn't require a lot of judgment from your part, and let AI take the first draft of it. Let it summarize it, draft it, organize it. Let it do some researching for you. But at the end of it, the decision has to stay with you, always. Okay? But identify that friction in those 3 areas that we talked about, and then let AI take the first cut at it. Then we go into step 2. I want you to start using AI as a thinking partner, not an oracle where it's doing all the thinking and deciding. Because one of the most underused moves is having a real back and forth with an AI tool about a decision you are already wrestling with. Not to get the answer by any means. You're still going to be the one who is going to make the judgment call and make the decision, but to get your own thinking sharper by being forced to articulate it. Right? So this is the identity work and AI work at the same time. You're still the one deciding who you are, but this tool is there just helping you see your own reasoning more clearly. Let it articulate it better. Let it brainstorm with you so that you can have a better judgment call. And now finally, step 3, write your AI statement. I mean, you might want to say, what the heck is an AI identity statement? Just like the identity statement from episode 5, I want you to be very specific. Say something like, I am someone who uses AI to protect their time for the decisions only they can make. How about that? Remember the identity statement that we have made? I want you to use AI, incorporate AI into your identity. You're not afraid of AI because you are open to the tools that make your decision process 100% better. So why would you not want to build AI into your identity statement? Decide this on purpose before the tool decides it for you by default, by the way. This is just one convenient shortcut at a time, right? I have been using this podcast as an example in every single episode, and I'm going to continue to do so, right? I am not writing episode descriptions myself. I don't have an podcast assistant. Yes, the whole episode production and the audio file, thanks to my husband, he does it all. That's what it is. All I need to do is record it and save the episodes. But the descriptions, the titles, you name it. I'm not cheating, by the way. I thought I was, those things are thing of the past, because who has time to talk about the description? That's low friction. That's something that nobody should be doing right now. But what I noticed is like outlining the parts of an episode, brainstorming the important parts, the reflections, right? None of that, at the end of it, none of that came from the tool. It came from me. But what it helps me with, it helps my message sharper. The descriptions become more soft search engine optimized. The tool just clears that friction, so I have more energy for the parts only I could do myself. And that's the whole game changer, right? So really one takeaway from this week, for you to really think about, what's one piece of friction in your week, this week, that doesn't require your judgment call? And what would it free up if you let a tool take the first pass at it on purpose, intentionally? What would it be like? I want you to think about it. I want you to sit with it. And then go back and forth with AI. Even if you can't identify the friction yet, maybe you ask AI, this is what my weeks look like. Can you help me identify some of the friction? This is the things that I do. It can even help you find the friction in your life for you. But you need to be the one deciding which friction to go away, so that it is the most valuable work that requires more of your energy left for the parts that only you could do. That is the key, my friends. I want you to really take this action today. I want you to save time. All right. And think about, as we are going through these affirmations, I want you to really sit with it, reflect on them, feel it. You decide what you delegate. The tool does not decide for you. You use artificial intelligence to protect your time for the decisions only you can make. Your judgment is the part of you no model can replace. You are amplified by the tools you use with intention. You are not behind. You are exactly early enough to use this well. You build your AI identity on purpose, the same way you build every other piece this season. All right, team. I can't believe we are in month 3 of Becoming the Person You Were Meant to Be season of the Mosaic podcast. This week, really run one piece of friction through step 1 and write your AI identity statement, please. Incorporate AI into your identity statement. And then in the next episode, what we are going to do is we will look at the mistake almost everyone makes once they start using these AI tools out there. So, my friends, if today's conversation really moved something inside you, continue the work that we are building in the Mosaic podcast. Do this. I have premium place where I share guided affirmations, subliminals, audio experiences that are just designed to help you become the person you are intentionally building, one mosaic piece at a time. All right? So keep listening. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the podcast. Continue the work, and I will see you in the next episode of month 3 of Becoming the Person You Were Meant to Be season. Until next time.